G'day guys, just tuning into a meeting that I've stumbled across, so I thought I'd go live, just trying to get myself set up here, but it's our favourite one, TLC Trading. I think it's something to do with Dan Gregory, but we'll find out more as time goes on. Just excuse me as I get myself in order, hopefully a bit of my background from this morning's meeting. Here we go. So, Bob, where are you? Richard, where are you? The Avengers, come in here. Start causing some disruption, and let's have a go as these guys promote the scheme. Probably need some questions along the way. Bob, where are you? Just turn up the light, won't be a sec. Ooh, I love new ones to get stuck into. Hey guys, anyone want to go in here and ask some clever questions for this guy? All right, we're going to have some fun. We've got some new stuff. And they've got 10 people in the room, would you believe? Where's Bob when you need him? Hey, like, I'll get a backup Zoom going. Oh my God, it's our friend. Domino, I see you in there. We know that guy, don't we? Big talking, eh? Okay, we're going live on a few other platforms at the same time. So this is Trade Like Crazy. I don't even know what this one is. So we zoomed up on all these documents that you see here, and we could see that they had been cut and pasted in, which is just ridiculous. You can see it if you zoom up now, but I don't know if you can. So what have we got here for browsers? Safari. And I've got Chrome, and now I want Firefox. Scheme. See me in the mirror? Have you? See how intelligent these guys are, eh? Are we supposed to be hearing this Zoom? Oh, thanks, Susie. Why can't you hear it? Are you sure it's not you? Okay. Sending, share screen.
Company
Okay,
here
how's that?
with a team of traders, 4 analysts using the AI. They've been together now 2 years before TLC started. Now we're in our 7th month. 2
Okay, we
years,
got
7
sound?
months. Here's your company
All right,
documents.
so we've gone
we have
into
proof of trading. You can go in there and see all the
how we doing?
trades
Can you hear
going
this
back
now?
for the last 7 months.
Ah,
Go
great.
verify all these trades
Awesome.
on the blockchain.
Thanks, Susie.
We've had people do that.
So
Okay?
this is quite fun.
And then, there's 5 traders.
We've got Richard in here.
Now, one of the questions
I'm in here 3 times.
one of the ladies on our team was asking me, was like, Glenn, they have 20 traders. Why don't they show all 20 traders? Where's the other 15? Well, here's your
we
answer.
asked the basic. Where
when you have traders that are making great profits
company
and you put their pictures and first and last name up there on your website, what do you think happens? Your competitors are now contacting your traders, making them offers, trying to steal them away from you.
So this Phil
Armen's
Tilt
not stupid. He's a
24/7
smart man.
guy,
So
we've seen him heaps of
that's
times
why
on
you only
other
see the
things, haven't
first
we?
name, or and it may be like they're, I don't know. They're protecting their traders that have been with them. When you
I'll
have
ask a
like
question.
bankers and stock
So is this
brokers
arbitrage
from other
trading?
banks and
Is this what I'm
corporations are trying
hearing?
to recruit those people. Same thing with the traders. So they're protecting those traders. But what we have here is all the everything on our CEO, the background, the corporate team, to me, is the 20 traders. They've been together. They're very tight. 2
Right.
years,
So we've
7
got
months.
Bend Over in here as well.
Proof of all the trading.
Bend Over's in here.
You have their documents.
The Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avengers in here.
Now, if that's more than most companies will ever give you. I'm sure all of you would agree.
No, that's
you agree,
gaslighting.
George?
Yeah, I would.
We've been in some companies we didn't have half this.
Where's Bob when you need him?
I built companies and earned insane, good profits, and
Sure you have, mate.
nearly this much. So, with just all that, that's enough to come in here and build a team and make insane money if you want to build a team. But if that's not enough to get you going, Armen wants to give everybody even
right. So where is Bob when you need him?
Comfort, peace of mind, and through his help with his friend, the Vice Ministry of Finance, they have secured an insurance company that's gone through all their books, and they said, "Hey, you're going to have to come up with a new name." Now, no more trade like crazy. So here you see their new investment company, and they're going to be giving us an insurance policy over the next, couple of weeks, pretty soon now. It's in the final stages right now. George and I, Paul's already told us some names of the company and blah blah blah. We're just going to wait, and everything's going to come out soon. So what you're going to have in your back office here in a very short period of time, when you click into your back office, and when your new people
I asked him where it's based, and he goes in America. Well, that narrowed it down.
You're going to be able to go to a section and see and read their insurance policy, which is covering everybody's package in the company. $20 up to $25,000. That's awesome. And guess what? It only costs you $500 a month for the insurance policy. Just kidding. Armen is covering all this expense.
Doesn't matter.
So believe me, to get this insurance policy that covers all of us for whatever package you have, Armen's covering that expense. Isn't that awesome? I think it is.
Awesome.
So, you know, so they have a blanket insurance policy for everybody in the company up to 25K packs. You're in that policy, you're covered. It's all backed by the Central Bank of Armenia. If yourself or you know other people that want to come in with a larger packs, like 50K, 100K packs up to $1 million, they're covered.
Is this the one that Jan Gregory has been promoting?
So this company is absolutely a breath of fresh air in the crypto space, and you know, I couldn't be more excited. Back to you, George.
Yeah, so I'll follow up with this. These are the packs that you can get, and what's nice about this is he really reduces the risk. This is really important to understand what first of all, what the mission of the company is. Sure the trading results, protect the accounts, and increase the client base. We're the clients, so how does it keep us happy? Having great trading, and then protect our accounts, and that's what he does. Now, he does something that's interesting. He does a high risk management. He does that by creating a strategy where he only allows each trader, and there are 20 traders, 2 to 5% of the capital. That means that when you look at the capital management, here it is right here. This is the last month at 46,981,500. It's over 60 million already, and we're growing by about 200 to 600,000 a day. So with this account, he needs to then do that and make those profits. And the way he does that, he has 20 traders. So imagine if you only had 3 traders, that means that each trader would have about 17 million access. If you have 20, it's less than 2 million. So you can see
so
right around 2 million.
Company?
So the thing is, the more traders you have, the better your risk management is, because they don't have access to as much. So if 1 or 2 traders are not having a great day, you have another 18 that can take up the slack. It's an amazingly sound, and I've never seen this done with another company because of the expense of having 20 traders, or even having expertise of finding 20. Now it took Armen almost 3 years to find these 20, and now he has them with us here at TLC, which is just great. So that's his strategy, and security is both done on our own personal accounts, where we have 2FA, as well as we have a code when you want to take money in.
I'm now asking, what about
it, then of course his own firewalls, his own expertise in keeping them as they deal with buyback money going in and out. He's got great security. In the 2 years and 8 months he's been doing this with his accounts, which is
so I've just asked him, what about the review
now, the other past
behind
one of the questions
MLM?
was, what kind of trading are they doing? There's actually 4 that they do, and this is the other type of risk management. First of all, you have 20 traders, and then they don't all use the same system. Some use scalping, some use the spot trading, some use futures, and some use arbitrage. And we actually have some live trading here that we show each week. And let's see.
Have they cut me out?
And what you've got here is, if you look at the trading here, this is on Binance right here, and this was Bitcoin, and they were just doing the trade. They do stop loss, they do a buy and a sell, and she actually goes through all this. And as you go down here, you can see she runs over to, this is called Scalp Station, which is kind of interesting. So you can see how even she would use different types of trading during the same trading session. This is called Scalp Station right here. And so she's doing scalping. So it's interesting to watch exactly how they trade. And this is all transparent. This is what Glenn means by, we have never seen this level of transparency. In addition, there are traders, all the leaders have access. Anybody over 5,000, 25,000 now, but soon to be 5,000, gets their own API into one of the traders, which means you can see the actual trading happening on your own personal account at the same time you're trading for the company. This is an amazing level of transparency that they're doing. So I don't know what more they can do. The other thing, of course, Glenn and I flew out there, and we actually looked at, we actually got to see a lot.
Did you get kicked out, Richard?
This is just to show you right here. Here is 20 traders, and this is actually there's Paul over there. This is Armen over here. These are 32 leaders. I want you to think about these. So it's Glenn and I and
scammers, I'm thinking.
Now, all these leaders are doing what? We're all betting this company. Now we're all in. We're all been in it for anywhere from several months to the beginning of October. But still, we wanted to just see every single facet because we're responsible.
Do you guys have a
thousands of clients underneath us? So we want to make sure all 32 of us walked away
or a Telegram
so excited about the company. And one reason is what you're seeing right here. This is the first I've ever seen, Glenn. You've got the Vice Minister of Finance not only supporting, but actually lauding a company, a network marketing company that is doing trading. And I thought maybe we could just play this early so you can hear what he has to say. Because I have to go over here and just share the sound, make sure the sound is good. Because otherwise you won't hear it. But let's listen to
Good afternoon, everyone. It's very nice to see you here.
Excellent. I've got lots of questions I would love to ask. If I get the opportunity, I'll be most grateful.
And become a leading stronghold and the nucleus of many startups. Thanks to its visionary approach that the area government has already opened free out-of-school education for children aged from 8 to 18 years old.
Oh, they're giving back to the community. It must be real then.
They can provide and they can achieve a lot of heights with
right, I need some questions.
School and educational programs.
So like most
open free out-of-school education for children aged from 8 to 18 years old. In those centers, they can provide and they can achieve a lot of heights with programming, school and educational programs. It is not without significance that the IT sector is the main concentration of the golden forces of Armenia. IT visionaries, blockchain, and the technology of the future. It is not without significance that the trust, responsibility, transparency, and security are inherent in the chain. This allows organizations of all kinds and trading partners to access and share data, a phenomenon known as the third-party consensus. This is how we perceive new technologies. When a few years ago, Armen, a friend of mine, a dear friend of mine, came to me with a problem, and then he says, we can create something like USDT, but with Armenian values. I was shocked. I thought it was a joke. But now, today, we can safely say that in Armenia, virtual drum will soon be official accepted currency in Armenia. So when the idea arose that TLC would receive regulatory license,
I'm going to get some questions ready,
and issue its own payment cards based on blockchain technology, we knew that this is a new stage. The bar in the IT sector and for the other companies to follow innovations with TLC. Thank you very much for your attention and have a great day.
Hey, Glenn, you want to comment on that because you ran out and got a hold of him. And
sure. Look at your phone. I sent you a couple of messages.
Okay. I know that we're being streamed.
This. So, I've been to a lot of different companies, vetted a lot of companies.
We'll sound the same bullshit. It's not my opinion.
Product company, whatever type of company it is. I've been in a lot of different companies besides run my own companies. So, and I've never, in all the companies I've been to,
I am in a Zoom meeting with a bunch of scammers,
much less
and I would like some good questions to ask them.
Company
Could you please use this information to gather some good questions?
He was leaving after he got through speaking there, and he was leaving. I saw him slip out the back door.
I've been removed,
and I went out front. I just see him running down the stairs and grabbed him and asked him to come back and do a video with me.
That.
Nice guy. We have the website where he's at, the government website. So you just can't make any of this stuff up. I mean, we're going to have an actual insurance policy here shortly, and there's still going to be idiots trying to tell you it's a scam. And, But this is the most solid company
Oh,
out
whatever.
there, and it's bulletproof. I'm giving you all the
Bulletproof.
facts.
All right, well, if I
Make an
stood you in front of a
intelligent
gun, would you
decision.
let me pull the trigger to
Go
test
ahead,
that
George.
theory?
Yeah, so this is the same thing here. He went out and he asked him the same thing. But what I want you to notice is his response.
Okay.
Armenia is looking forward to see all these people in cooperation with all the nice investors, all the people from business world to come and to be in touch with us and to build another and better level of future.
All right, so I've got a whole lot of questions here.
So you can see what is his motivation. His motivation is that not only did he have 2 years with Armen, where he had made he was with Armen when Armen was
These
doing his
guys know
private
that I'm in here. They
firm,
don't know how to get
making
me out
money
here.
for
And
2
I'm going to go
years.
back into the meeting.
So they see Armen and TLC as
but
this
I've just come up with some
incredible
good
company
questions.
that's now up
Which
to over
you
60
guys
million.
help
It
me
had
with.
almost 100 million when Armen put money in there. The second largest company in Armenia. Why is it? Because Armenia is only 3 million people. They're up and coming. So what's so great, Glenn, maybe you can comment on this, is that they see TLC as like a major force for their company. And that's why they're backing the USDT coin for Armenia. And that's why all of us felt so secure. You want to comment on that? Because it really was a high point of that.
Yeah, sure. Well,
visit.
right now in Armenia, it's the 7th safest country in the world, actually. And after being there, I can tell you I really like Armenia. It's a lot of fun. But the TLC is now the second biggest company in the whole country. The biggest
1, 2.
company. Hi.
These guys
Sorry.
are worse than us.
The biggest company in Armenia is a Russian oil and gas company. So Armen's a big deal over there. I mean, you can see
Where's Bob?
we had the military traveling with us on, when we're out going to the dinners and everywhere going, these guys were with us. And yeah, I mean, this is a rock solid company. The government's behind it. Vice Ministry of Finance. Speaking at the events. Go ahead, roll it.
Yeah, shut up,
Hey,
mate.
Glenn Smith here, talking to you live from Yerevan, Armenia. We are here live at the TLC Trade AI corporate office. Now,
what was nice, we went up and he has a nice film up there going through all of it. But look at the other thing I want to mention. Well, is this guy? This gentleman he's young, amazing.
Hey, you know what? Paul called me today. The master distributor, he called me today. He was all excited, and he sent me a screenshot because he has
Questions
an
I'm piling
account
in.
and he put 20,000 in it, and the traders is trading in the account. But he was sitting there with this guy right here, George. They were together. They're in Turkey right now. Go ahead.
Well, what is impressive? He's from Ukraine. I spent over a year in Ukraine. I can tell you.
Look at the questions I'm putting up.
Incredibly, they focus on education. They are all about business, and this is what happened when he's talking about Armenia. When he's talking about education,
they'll turn the chat room off.
All about.
Well, this is like the good old days when I used to bust into these rooms.
Blockchain, because that is the future. The whole country of Armenia is doing.
Just some meaningful questions.
Armen searched the world for the best talent. He lives in Poland, he lives in Germany, and he lives in Ukraine. This is where he's from. This guy is an absolute freaking genius. He is so talented. He is responsible for the API between the company wallet, you said, and each trader. So you've got 20 traders. He's got to make sure that their funds are going immediately because you got to trade on the spot. He's responsible for all that. He also was responsible for the upgrade in the new color schemes and all this. He works in the department also. And just here's another one I was so proud of. You can see his happiness and kind of a shyness. And what do you want to show me first? How proud he is of the new color scheme. These little things, and then in the background is the secretary. That's
okay. The sound's going to be
back
here for a while.
right here. I interviewed her, and the first thing I asked her was,
Could you guys? I don't want them answered because I don't believe you're a legitimate company.
Yeah, George, can you pay attention and get rid of that spy?
I'm not a spy. I'm not the Ponzi Scheme Avenger. You guys are scamming people. You're scamming people. This is a fraud, this company. Answer the questions in the chat room.
well, that guy.
Yeah, that loser.
Yeah.
Pay attention. Don't let anybody else back in. All right, so we're going to have to come out. I'm going to have to send you guys a new Zoom link. So anyway, when I saw him, he was going to be trouble. So anyway, so where were we at, George?
No, just talking about this guy. So let me go through this. This guy's a great guy.
I know.
What I liked about him is he's from Ukraine, which I was lives in Poland now because obviously we know what happened in the war. But he flew in specifically for this. So he's in charge of not only the AI, but he's also in charge of the color schemes. He worked with the AI department in and out, and it's just been a remarkable individual. Extremely smart. All of these. When we talked to the traders, especially Travis, then I was really impressed with
that make me a living nightmare for fraudsters like you.
With Travis as well. So when we were there having dinner, I'm going to show you what that looks like here real quick. And you can see, Glenn, when we were having dinner, right here. The traders are over here.
Salutations, Ponzi schemer. Be aware. The Avengers have been observing your actions. Heed this warning. You can simply cease and desist now or face full consequences. This is your warning. There will be no second chances.
Get rid of this bonehead.
Now they've kicked me out.
That's got to be a spy from behind the MLM.
All right. The traders are over here.
All right, guys, a little bit of excitement for today. I think everybody's awake.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I mean,
hold up, I'm trying to get my sound.
Yeah, so
testing,
you
1,
were
2,
saying the traders are over there, George?
Might just
in
a browser
got
or
that
two.
echo.
That might help.
Go ahead.
So here's this guy that we love very much. Where is he?
I'll just
Let me just find him. So his name is Bulba. It's kind of an interesting name.
So if you have a look in the chat room here on the right-hand side, you can see all the questions that I've asked. It'd be interesting to see if they actually answer them.
So there he is there. So I asked him all kinds of questions about what's going on, how is it working, and he answered every question. He was quite a long, over 4 minutes.
Right, so let's see if we can get back in there.
Why don't we go to the actual video where I'm asking Armen, which countries is the insurance policy good at?
Sure.
We can wrap this up, go to a few questions. I see some new people on here.
Here we go.
We had a little bit of excitement today. It's good.
Hey. CEO of TLC. Question. My question is, when people join TLC and get a package, the question is, this insurance policy through the central bank, it covers everybody around the world?
Around the world.
You heard it, folks. Around the world. That's every country.
Every country.
North Pole, South Pole, everywhere.
Maybe not North Korea.
Okay, no North Korea.
Yeah.
There we go, guys.
Everywhere else.
Exactly.
You have another question?
You join me in the room.
Yeah. What do you see for
locked the meeting now.
for the next year as far as the token? The token is a very important part.
So it's working like in our roadmap. We're working with this. So
Oh, the sound's terrible. It's not me, you know. Yeah, they've locked the meeting, but they don't realize we're still broadcasting, which is quite funny.
Glenn Smith here with Armen.
Okay, so
it's working like in our roadmap. We're working with
So who is that guy,
So now we
Phil Tilt, 24/7? I've seen him before.
After we will launch our cards, like Visa and MasterCards, And after we will focus on
Driving that truck through the building, Rich.
So the visa comes next. Insurance.
first insurance.
There you go, mate.
Card on the summer.
Card that's a Visa, MasterCard.
MasterCard and our app.
Okay, and
Then
third quarter token.
it's not quarter. It's like a little bit mixed, yeah, because it's after. If I'm not mistaken, it's after year already.
Wow. Okay.
Well, all those questions that I've asked, I'm going to put in the description of this video so you guys can
By the way,
actually
I wanna
see.
say I love.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, so you notice how
Terrible
I wanted
sound.
him to pretty much say everything that was coming. And yeah, so there you have it there. So let me see. Is there another video you wanted to play, or you want to wrap it up there, George?
Yeah, I think you
No, I
better
think
wrap
it's
it up.
good.
Okay, all right. So let's go.
I'll ask you a few
Let's go out
questions.
here. Is there anybody that'd like to pop out
Yeah.
and say something? How about, let me see here. I have a new leader that's on these Zooms, and he has done a lot of research. He's been researching, and
Well, he's not done a very good
back
job, though, has he,
researching.
lad?
Ben, you want to come out and say why you're engaging now in TLC?
For romantic scams, romantic crypto scams.
There you go.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Who we got?
All right. Okay. How about Tony Money X?
Yes, sir.
Wow, these
How you
people
doing?
are a joke, man.
Good, good.
Yeah.
I'm loving everything is good so far.
Oh, God. Really?
Yeah. What about when did you join TLC?
I think when it first goes, when after Terry signed up, almost 3 months
Oh,
ago.
wow. Did you change your
I think
underpants before you
came
did?
in around. Yeah, I think your upline was one of the first people I told about TLC theory.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so all right. So everything going good over there on your end. Anything you'd like to say to the
God,
people?
this is crap.
It's good. I'm making the money and I'm putting it back in there.
Oh, that's perfect customer.
Probably.
Yeah, you want to tell them about Rule 72? In case you didn't know about Rule 72, Tony here, he's got a little secret.
Yeah, rule 72. If you can Google it, Rule 72 divided by the
Oh my gosh,
rate,
man.
the interest rate that you
Why does
get.
everybody try to speak
So
English?
far you gain 21%.
Well,
So 72 divided by 21%.
I don't know.
It tell you how many
It's
when your
confusing,
money will double. So far it's around 3 months,
Man.
3.4, 3.5 months.
You're telling that to the
Get it?
scammers.
Double your money. But if you
Yeah.
don't
Teach your
do that,
family
if you don't
first.
put your profit back in there, it takes like 5 months for your money to double. So your money double faster than
It does not explain anything, dude.
you expected.
Doesn't even explain what
All
you're
right,
doing.
So basically, what you were saying is with the profits, you were purchasing more packs
Oh, you're a good
Yes.
groomer.
to increase your profits to where it doesn't take 5 months, it shortens it to like 3.5 months.
Is that
You
right?
let your money work for you.
Oh, okay. Awesome. All right. Thank you so much.
You're right.
How about let me see here. Demetrius, you want to pop out? You have a question or anything you want to say? Anybody else? Feel free.
Just tell her how this is.
Pretty sure.
Pop out.
Pretty sure we didn't miss anything, dude.
Tony, Roman.
Sorry, guys. Where are we?
I just wanted to say thanks for the great presentation again, and I wanted to
There was no
introduce
presentation
you to
that
a
we
friend of
saw.
mine. His name is Jackson,
Yeah.
who's just joined us. Had a few delays in getting started at the same time.
I'm going to put my hand up. I'll probably get kicked out, but I'll wait until it's near the end.
But Jackson got some familiarity
He
with.
said if you want to ask questions, just
And,
unmute.
I wanted to see us.
Oh,
because
okay.
He has
Oh, they'll kick me out straight away, so I'll wait until they're
network
just about
marketing
exhausted and
in
then
the
oh, can I
past.
ask a question, please?
And
Yeah.
I think this is an amazing opportunity, best opportunity I've ever seen in this space.
Opportunity.
So excited and I appreciate all the support. The support has been just outstanding.
Yeah.
So thank you again.
Thank you, scammers.
Jackson on here now?
Yes.
I don't even know what my name
Yeah.
is.
Jackson, you want to unmute? Come out. You have a question, sir?
Bend over.
Yeah. I got kicked out.
Yeah, I'm right here. No, I was just listening to you guys and looking at all your setup and what you're opening us up to here. That's all.
How many people are in there?
I've got some experience with
only a handful.
Forex and
11 people.
binary
10.
options. I don't trade stocks.
I'll ask them why.
I've done multi-level
why did
marketing. As a
Trade
matter
Me
of
Like
fact, I still
Crazy
market
rebrand to TLC
water
Trading?
ionizer equipment.
Because all your social media still points to.
What you guys look like you could use.
Yeah.
Everybody wonders why I look so young for my age.
Is that what you do? That's great.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to find my camera here. I guess it's right here. There it is. Oh, it won't open. Oh, did it? I can't tell.
We saw you there for just a minute.
There we are.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I still sell the water ionizers, and yeah, they do keep you young.
Yeah,
I know most people look at me and say I look like I'm 50. I'm
You look like a shadow, mate. Just to be honest.
Shy of 70 now.
That's great.
All right, so we've got
Not
any good
really.
questions?
You're great.
Not if you live in Canada.
Hey, this is Demetrius here. I had a little trouble unmuting before.
Yeah, hey, Demetrius.
Yeah, no, I just want to reflect on all the good things you people have been talking about, experiencing.
Yeah, you people.
And I too have experienced great returns, and I am
try a different approach
following the rule of
It's going to be a laugh.
72 and continually
have a go first.
reinvesting my profits. So it's a great vehicle. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. How about Tony? You want to pop out, my friend, and say a few words of wisdom?
So if you're doing that 72 thing, at what stage do
Hopefully
you
we won't get too much of an echo when I turn on the mic.
I mean,
yeah,
how far up the food chain do you go before you
Oh,
reinvest?
well, yeah, I'll let Tony tell you if he wants to unmute and talk about it. Tony, you still on there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. Tony Walker was asking you a question, what days? But I don't think it matters. But go ahead.
It doesn't matter.
I'll let you address it.
You do it monthly at the end of the month. Whatever profit you get, just use that profit and buy another package. And the package is going to go back in.
You just keep compounding it. So
and that money start working for you.
Withdrawal system.
Then every month you do the same thing. I do it at end of the month. End of the month is 21%. You put it back in there. The other month you do 21%, put it back in there.
Where's the money come from?
The third one, 21%. So your money grow faster instead of waiting for 5 months. It doubles with around 3 months, and before 3.5 months is double.
That makes sense. Thank you very much. It's very clear.
You're welcome, sir.
Wow.
I love it.
Awesome. How about Roman? You want to pop out? And good to see you on here.
Roman?
And you always have something good to say, good to share with us.
Of course, all times. Hope for the hours of the day. Yeah. They can do bring people in, okay, in the Zoom. induce the knowledge from George and Glenn. Okay, they do it perfect job every day. Okay, 2 times. Use them. Okay, and after your pocket will grow up. Okay, that's my advice for today. Thanks.
All I got was okay.
All right, cool. All right. How about Brad? Brad, I did. Or you? I don't know if you're new on here. Do you have a question you want to pop out?
Thanks, guys. Yep.
Wendy. Yeah. Hey, Brad. How you doing?
Yeah, good. Not too bad. I think I'm actually related to Tony Walker. Yeah, got the same grey hair, but you can't see my hair at the moment. You guys are awesome. Though you've obviously been involved in this industry for a while. What makes you think this one's the best opportunity out there at the moment? Because that's a pretty tall claim. Because there's obviously quite a few of them.
Well, I'd have to say for the transparency, we know everything about the CEO. Besides the point, we've been there. Our upline, he looked 4 years. I looked at 50 companies before, from the beginning of December until we didn't actually pull the trigger on this until the 4th week of January.
Is it your company?
No, it's not my company.
Oh, sorry.
Just I'm a consultant. I look at companies and build certain projects that I'll feel confident on. I don't normally build any companies unless I fly in to meet with the owner, whoever's involved in the company. I built numerous different crypto projects.
Can you give me some examples?
I've owned, the companies I built, I don't want to go into them on an open Zoom, but I built a lot of different, my own companies, along with, I built Herbalife, back in the day. Yeah, so, and I've owned my own company, so I've been very successful in it.
Did you say you started Herbalife?
I didn't say I started it, but I built it.
How's that work?
I was a distributor.
Oh, right. So there's quite a few distributors, and you were one of them, but you built a team up around it.
So I built a lot of different companies. But what I'm trying to tell you here is I've done my due diligence on this company. I like it. So, this is why we're in here building it. Who is your upline?
Well, I'm just thinking about investing, but I've just gone through and found some questions, and I've actually found the questions that I want to ask in the chat room that you've got. And one of them is that this used to be called another name, like Trade It Like Crazy. Is that right?
Yeah, it used to be called Trade Like Crazy. Yes.
How come they haven't updated the social media links that seem to point to the other system now that you've rebranded? Well, it was good while it was lasted there, Rich. They obviously kicked me out of that room. TLC.
That was good.
Yeah, a bit of a conversation, but obviously as soon as they feel threatened, but I also managed to post the link to this very Zoom meeting that we're watching right now. So they will be able to tune in and see me talking about them, and they'll think that they've just kicked me out and committed a great thing by kicking me out. But we've been broadcasting you guys for the last 44 minutes. And all those questions in that chat box, you guys cannot actually answer those questions because this is a scam and you're just using multi-level marketing to promote something that you know nothing about. You couldn't even tell me a name of one of the 50 companies that you alleged that you built up because you didn't want to get into it on Zoom. And I've seen you in other Zooms before. So, but anyway, what do you think, Rich? Now to see my piece.
Yeah, I know. You had your steady claims, your ability to ask questions. But as soon as the guy got hit in the gut, he didn't want to get hit in the nuts. So if you want to come on the call and talk off of the Zoom, we open the door gladly. We will open the door for all of these Ponzi schemes and scams, and we will work the conversation with you. But if you want to hold it down and act like you're the cool clique because you're a certain age and you've done so many company dealings and build up companies, You're putting on a show, dude. Just come on I'm not challenging you. I'm telling you straight. Come on a call like this. Because obviously y'all have to have somebody watching.
Well, they avoid the questions.
Suck.
They avoid the answers to the questions. They can't answer the questions. I mean, we did go through and said, can you tell me about the founders and the executive team behind TLC Trading? Why isn't this information available on your website? You know, that's a pretty basic question.
Yeah.
And we've got 10 of those questions, which I've written into the description of this video. If you are watching this in the replay, these guys are just sitting there promoting anything to get their commission money, and they don't care about the product or service. And every single time I watch these guys, they tell us this is the best thing they've ever seen for years. And I've been involved in these multi-level marketing projects for years, and they're just idiots, literally idiots.
Right.
The scumbags.
And if the what's the guy's name? The guy from the previous call, the previous the duet, the Dumb and Dumber guy. Whatever his name is.
Jane Gregory. That's the one.
Jane Gregory just admitted at the start of his call, if he's involved in this one, he just got on the call trying to defend himself by saying, we went through many, 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 many platforms and projects just a year ago. So is that the kind of generality why you don't want to mention your dealings with other companies? Because you know that you go from platform to platform to platform to platform. Like, it just gets so stupid to watch these old people, young people, feed this crap to an elderly crowd, or like the guy that got on talking about the rule of 72. He doesn't even say it outright, but the old guy is trying to encourage him. Like, come on, man.
Hey, we've got one of these
scammers.
Yeah, there are a bunch of scammers. Now, we're going to go through your website, but we've actually got someone who's popped into the green room. He's sitting there, and their name is Fuck Denny Mothers. I mean, so should we bring him on for some entertainment?
Come on in.
Yeah, you can challenge us. Well, if you want to, before you come in here and do whatever you're going to do, because I can kick you out as soon as you come in. If you've got some feasible questions onto why you think this is a feasible company, let's have a conversation. Oh, and I've left. They've literally left. Oh my goodness. Well, come back in here. If you're more than welcome. If you're watching this and you want to come on, you're more than welcome. But this isn't a Zoom meeting where anyone can pop in and cause havoc. This is a controlled room. But if you're in the back room, you're more than welcome to come on stage and challenge us in what we're doing.
That's right.
So this is TLC Trading AI. And I'm just going to go through and have a look at this website. Launch back office. So I'm clicking on that button there, and I probably have to log in. And now we're going off to tradeitlikecrazy.ai authentic. So notice they've rebranded themselves, but when you go to the API, it takes you back to the old site.
Yeah.
So that shows you that they've rebranded for what reason? Why would they have needed to rebrand? And why would their website? Now we're in the back office of Trade It Like Crazy, but we're actually called, it is called Trade It Like Crazy. So what have they done? They've renamed it to TLC Trading AI.
He mentioned it when he started talking about an insurance policy, but I didn't catch the presentation as it has to do with trading.
Yeah. Don't know. But anyway, so that's not really helping us in any which way or form. But there is something going on with the change in name, and I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
But you've got a trial.
He said something like when they started getting the insurance policy going, they were looking on the books in whatever city or nation that was, and they're like, oh, well, we're going to have to change the name because it can't be Trade Like Crazy. Well, why would you have that name in the first place if that's such a thing?
Yeah, because I just fire up a WordPress website. Out of curiosity, I'm curious to see if it is a WordPress website. I'm just going to type in the WordPress login because that would be even funnier. No, it's not. But we can probably find what type of website it's built on because it'll be just a templated website. Nope. So we can go login. I'm just trying to try a few different things. Nope, login. So at least it's not built on WordPress. I'll give them that. So we've got... What have we got in here? So what claims are they making? Let's just have a read of that first paragraph. See if I can get that highlighted. I can. There it is. Let's have a listen.
Tablet BG, Trade, TradeSpring, Trading, TradeSpring, TLC, TradeSpring, AI, TradeSpring, Trading. Introducing TLC Trading AI, a pioneering venture founded by a group of seasoned traders who specialize in cryptocurrency arbitrage, futures trading, spot trading, and scalping. Each trader is fueled by a profound passion for financial markets and a commitment to achieving exceptional trading results. The company is dedicated to both safeguarding and growing the accounts it manages.
Right. So straight away, I can see that they're claiming they're doing arbitrage trading. So they don't say they have a bot, but they do have an AI. So they all get on the pig's back, don't they? When there's a new thing out, like AI, and then obviously the arbitrage trading, and everyone's doing arbitrage, arbitrage trading, arbitrage. What else have we got? Risk management. Our central, what do they got under risk management? So I listen to that.
Risk management. Central to the company's triumphant trading strategy is the meticulous application of risk management.
Oh.
Assured security. Each transaction never jeopardizes more than 25% of the company capital, employing minimal leverage to maintain a delicate balance and mitigate potential losses.
Right. So they're saying that they're spreading their load. So you can't lose with the sounds of it.
I pretty much heard him say everything that AI is talking about.
Oh, okay.
Tactical approach. This prudent approach ensures the company's long-term financial stability and instills unwavering trust in its technology.
Wow. Well, okay. Synergies, was it synergy and efforts? It's always good to have big shiny graphics, isn't it, that pop out and show graphs of high percentages, because that's going to make you feel good about investing in this, because everyone likes looking at a bank balance that's got a needle that goes up into infinity. And it's just, look at that. It's even at that time when you're looking at this now, I'm just trying to get this. So what am I doing here? Sorry, kids. So yeah, so you've got a nice graph here and it's just going up, up and up. I don't even know what that means. Dynamic trading over the last 2 years. What are they called? They've renamed their company now, so I have to get used to that.
Over the past 2 years, TLC Trading has consistently achieved awe-inspiring monthly profits ranging from 20% to an astounding 80%.
Oh my God, 80% profits. That's amazing. So you put $100 in. Now, the guy that was in the Zoom meeting was telling us that he doesn't withdraw. He just keeps rebuying. So when you put money in here, how do you get your money out? That would be clever. That would be saying, hey, I invested. And can they prove that they're actually doing arbitrage trading and that's where the money's coming from? Or are they selling a passive income opportunity? Or what are they actually selling you here? Is it a membership? I mean, it must be a membership. And if the membership is paying you out up to 80% returns, where's the money coming from?
No.
Profit surge. These remarkable achievements have solidified the company's position in the market and garnered significant interest from new customers throughout the world.
Has it really? Well, can you prove you've got customers? Can you actually show us that you actually have real people? Up to eight people in a Zoom meeting. You had 11 there because I had 3 connections in your Zoom meeting. Are you guys absolutely smoking crack?
Standout triumph for the company has been the mastery of cryptocurrency arbitrage, capitalizing on momentary price differences across various exchanges to generate swift profits.
Sounds good in concept, doesn't it? Is that what those guys are selling? They're selling a concept. Arbitrage. What's that song? Arbitrage.
See, Danny, that's the problem that I'm having, man. I don't give it in my mind to give them the time of day to understand it all. I don't give them that length to be like, oh, well, you're trying to sell that. No, I just picture it like they're selling themselves. And they admit it all day long. They're literally going from promotion to promotion to promotion, never actually genuinely identifying a product. Imagine that this stuff was real. How awesome would it be that we could flip through the channels and see awesome AI bots making people money? $100, only $100.
It would be like going to the supermarket and buying a bottle of milk. Can you tell me what brand of milk you buy when you go to the supermarket, Richard?
Like coconut milk or no, I get oat milk.
We have like Anchor. We have different brands of milk, and if you turn the milk around and you look at the ingredients, they all have exactly the same fat content,
right?
Selenium, and it's just, if arbitrage trading was real, we would have hundreds of companies providing you arbitrage trading. Just like when you go and buy milk in the supermarket, you've got the exact same product rebranded numerous times.
And the real venture companies that are out there would be all over that 5 years ago. They would be the ones leading the way.
And you
so when they say they're a venture company, they're wiping their freaking rear end with their own material, man.
Yeah, and they wouldn't be selling this to people like yourself.
Right.
If they come along and said to you, look, Danny, you put in $100, and it didn't say what time that 80% would become. It says inspiring monthly profits from 20% to an astounding 80%. So within 1 month, I put $100 in, I'm either going to get $120 back, or I'm either going to get $180 back. Is that right? I think it is.
Yeah, I don't get it either, though.
But where does the money come from? And that's
right.
And then they go, if you recruit other people into it, we're going to use some of your money to pay. So when you put in your $100, some of my $100 would go to paying the person who. Did you notice he asked me who my downline was? Because they wanted to know who introduced me into the system. Because they wanted to find out. They were panicking, trying to figure out, this guy's not in the system. Who's responsible for Danny? Well, no one's responsible for me except Richard.
Triumph and stand out. This precision-based strategy has proven to be exceptionally fruitful over a relatively short time frame and isn't limited to just one coin.
Oh God, what does that say? Nothing. It's just a pile of junky words.
Our mission: take your crypto trading to the next level with our evolutionary AI-driven platform. Enjoy an impressive track record of generating monthly profits ranging from 15% to 30% over the past 12 months.
Oh, so it changes. So in one paragraph here that says 20 to 80%, and this one, our mission is 15 to 30% in the past 12 months. And that's track records impressive. Enjoy an impressive track record of generating. So they're saying that they have, over the last 12 months, generated 15 to 30%. It's telling you that's an average. And if it's an average of 15 to 30%, doesn't make sense. It would be an average of 26%. You don't see a bank saying our term deposit will pay you out between 5.6 and 8.3 a year.
Right. So so as a promoter, as a presenter, they're looking at that right there, that part of the website, like that is their advertisement. So they're going to market their advertisement to you as a potential member. But how do you signify the differentiality between the person that wants to come off the street and utilize it as a product, as opposed to now I'm only going to get the selling points from a upline about these certain percentage points? It's like it doesn't sell. They keep, like you said at the beginning, let's just let them hypnotize you and bring you in, and then you'll see how far that goes. So they're literally like, the upline's going to sell you on something. And the first part that you mentioned about a percentage point is like the shell game. Look over here, and then as I'm still talking, I got another shell in my other hand, and I'm going to make it all sound and feel all good about the dream. And then they're going to present a new number, and it just keeps going and going and going, and you never get to the heart of what is the profit. What is the point of buying a product? That's marketing. That's the real marketing. If you can't sell your product working for a company, then you're not a marketer. You're not selling anything with this website or that presentation. You're literally pulling somebody in. It's like a cult mentality.
It's disgusting. Honestly, this product is not even, like Richard said earlier on, it's not the question. This product is just something that looks like a product. They should be showing you how arbitrage trading works, and how they should be showing you stuff on the blockchain. If you go back to one of Crypto G's videos, you will see that he shows you a real arbitrage trade, and they should answer questions like how much money they're trading at a time, and where does the deficiency come from one platform on another. I mean, we've been following Boomerang, which is derived from a Ponzi scheme called We Are All Satoshi, and they've claimed they've got arbitrage trading, and we tracked all the on the blockchain, And we found that every single trade they were actually doing was losing money because, as anyone would say, the blockchain don't lie. So this company here needs to show us their arbitrage trading bot or AI service and actually show us that it actually works and does generate a profit. Because what we found with looking at the other one, which was Boomerang, is they were paying a percentage. They were keeping one of their wallets loaded. It was actually called the Boomerang Fund Controller. And if that wallet was kept loaded with different exchanges money, then people would get money paid into their MetaMask wallet. And they would think, oh, because I got money in my MetaMask wallet, I'm doing real trading. But we went and looked at it with some really high-tech people called Susie Sue and Crypto G. And we watched every single line of code and identified what that code was doing. And what we found out they were doing, getting a flash loan, they were buying it high on one exchange and then just simply trading it like you would normally between exchanges. And then it would generate a fee and a loss. And then down the very bottom, this miraculously last two lines would pay money into somebody's MetaMask wallet. And for this reason, they thought it was true and genuine. But then we found the wallet that was paying the people. And then we found on their website the code that was generating the profit amounts. And we proved that if they picked Aave and they traded $100, that they would generate the same profit amount every single trade. And then we put this out to their community, and then their community went back to the people selling it, and they said, "Oh, we don't know. No." One of them said, "We've known about this since day one." The very next day, they asked another guy running the presentation. He said he didn't know. He would go away and ask their leader called Chavis, and then before you know it, this code that we showed, what was making up the profits being paid into MetaMask wallet, was removed from the website. The website got removed, and the rest is history. Now the company they've been relaunching for 81 days as of today, and they're asking people to sign up on a platform called We Are All Satoshi, and you can trade inside the environment, but you can't bridge your money out. That's been shut for 150 days. So that's why we're looking for new scams to go after, because we're getting bored.
But here's the thing that validates what you just laid out there. We knew something was not right because of We Are All Satoshi prior to Boomerang doing the beta stuff. But
for 4 months.
The thing is that because you can't break down each line on the blockchain, it automatically looks like it's like a demo video game, like a simulation. And the people of the downlines, the people of the community, were all fed a lie, like a selling tactic with this presentation here tonight. They're all fed with this dream that you're going to be able to make money, and they keep going over the same presentation of a trade, and you become a trader, but none of the trades ever actually prospered for a profit. And then after it stopped, Chavez watched our videos and comes on the line and says it never traded arbitrage. Never happened. So he completely confirms that we're telling the truth, and they're a bunch of freaking scammers.
Yeah. And it's breathtaking when you sort of think, is it really that simple? Can a small-time YouTuber infiltrate a company that we've watched $140 million being stolen from mum and dad investors? Can we be the people that crack these companies? And, it's not even rocket science, ladies and gentlemen. It's just common sense. Does this sound too good to be true? If you paid into this company, could you get a refund? And the founders that they claim are behind this. I mean, I'm going to I can't go to their X. I was going to go to their X, but I can't log into this in a hurry. No. So even just flipping to a screen like this is TLC Trading AI, and I'm looking at their LinkedIn profile, and I can see they'll make claims like they have had so many people sign up for this, and it's absolutely amazing. But when you go and look at their social media, I can see 12 likes on a post, 13 likes on another one, and 1 comment. So if these companies have got the numbers that they allege they're having, then why are they so small time when it comes to other social media? Like, I don't know who this guy is. I think this is who they are alleging is actually their CEO or the mastermind behind it. But if that's the case, then if I followed this person's LinkedIn profile, I think I've actually already followed him, and I'm doing this on the fly today, so I haven't had time to research.
Yep.
But this guy will be interacting with nobody, you know, and it's just all smoke and mirror stuff. I'm just actually posting the link to this live in here, and also this post I did actually post in here a couple of days ago, 2 days ago. I'm interested to know more about the platform. Would it be possible for you to reach out to me, and we'll tee up a meeting? Perhaps we could do something live on YouTube. Hey, that's great. You're exactly the type of person I would love to have on my show. Yeah, I love these guys. No one ever takes us up on the offer. This guy here, if you'd like to come on here and tell me, well, your company that you're pushing using multi-level marketers to promote, and why you've only got 240 followers on your LinkedIn account, sign me up. And who is this guy? Who is this guy that's meant to be? So the founder, we could go deeper, but it's probably not much point, to be honest.
Right.
But I think what I'd like to do, though, is I'd like to somehow get this picture here.
Contact the Armenia people. Contact the Armenia people and have them validate the stupid stuff that the guy was just trying to pitch.
I think we need to make a thumbnail for this one. Let's have a look. I'll just see if I can do that. We need to, first of all, let's have some fun, Rich. Let's make up a nice thumbnail for this YouTube video that we've got. Let's start up a new one. So it's called AI Trading.
Trading like crazy means no more tender loving care for your membership.
Yeah, let's see if I can make a new one. Let's go, let's just go duplicate something else would be easier. Thumbnail, let's go to this one. So Jan Gregory was promoting this. It seems like Jan Gregory may have been promoting this yesterday, which is quite cool. So we're going to go to File, and I'm going to go make a copy. And
so funny that guy had a fake mustache. AI mustache.
Well, when I first saw him, I thought, oh my goodness, this is, you know, this. I couldn't figure out if it was somebody doing a piss take or the real deal, you know. And I just couldn't believe it was actually meant to be the real deal.
I don't see other. I don't recall his face, you know, from prior Zoom calls or whatever.
Oh, I do, because I have actually been following Jan Gregory for quite a long time. Funny enough. So what we could do is we could probably repurpose a lot of this video that we're doing now. We'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of all these laptops. We'll just get rid of one of them. Funny enough, this particular one that I'm looking at the moment is an old one, an old thumbnail. But that picture that you see in the background here, which I've just, this was actually what they claimed to be the CEO of the company. So I did a reverse image look, and I found the real guy on LinkedIn. I did email him, never wrote back to me, but he'd had his photo stolen and his name was made up. And it was just, and that was part of Jan Gregory's deal, which is absolutely crazy. So I'll just see if I can find that thumbnail. Let's see if we can reuse this image. We'll do a thumbnail, make it more interesting. So first of all, let's tidy up some of the shit. Let's go and make the transparent background. We're going to get that. There we go. Nice transparent background. Well, nice enough anyway. Let's put it that way. I think we can get it in there. Right. Now we just need to put that at the back. Oh, no, we don't. We need to. Yeah, so we get like I'm on these calls all the time, and I'm watching these guys in Zoom meetings, and it takes me about 10 seconds to figure out whether it's a scam or not. And it is actually quite cruel, because people say, "Oh, you just call everything a scam." Well, you know, and sometimes it's not even rocket science, you know.
Yeah, you just see it for what it is. Like that's what I'm starting to realize now. Like, if they are promoting something, are they promoting themselves more than they're promoting a product? And then 9 times out of 10, you're never even going to see a product. So how are you going to freaking tell me it's not a scam? It's much
The other one-
easier to go to bed at night knowing that they're not going to ever come online and prove that it's not a scam.
Yeah. There's a saying is like, how do you know when a child is lying? When a teenager is lying,
Yeah.
and this is Judge Judy's quote, by the way.
Yeah,
it's
right.
It's when their mouth is moving. So the other side of that, when do you know when a multi-level marketer is lying? And that's when they're on a Zoom meeting trying to tell you that like that guy was telling us that he's had so much success in his business career that he started up 50 companies. And I don't know about you guys, but I haven't actually met too many people that have alleged to have 50 companies under their belt and still want to get on a Zoom meeting and try pushing a product down their neck, you know. Why would they do that?
Yeah.
Like, haven't they got better things? He should be in retirement if he's been working with 50 companies. But he'll go, "Oh, I'm an entrepreneur." I said, "No, you're not. You're just a scammer, mate. That's what you do. You're a freaking scammer. You're just looking for more opportunities and all day long, just scam people, and it's just breathtaking sometimes." All right, mate. I'm trying to make a logo while we're talking. I thought we might as well do this live, and then we can have this video finished.
Breaking up.
Oh, yeah. All right. So breaking out's hard to do, mate. All right. See you soon, mate. Yeah. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually going to make a pretty wee logo. I'm just going to get some colors here. And here we go here. Yeah, that should do it. This must be at the front. Backwards. Okay. So we need Trade It Like Crazy's logo. So we'll put that about there. I think it would be rude not to have me on it. So let's see if I can find another image with me on it. Whoops, clicked the wrong one then. Let's go to this one. I don't know if you guys have used Canva, but Canva is absolutely a brilliant tool for creating graphics. I use it all the time. But as I often say to people, don't panic. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Okay, so that's that one there. So I'm going to put me in here. Here I go. Picture of me in my chair, beautifully taken by my partner, who's a photographer. And I think that's got a shadow on it already. Just make sure it has. No, it doesn't look like it has. Has now. Put my chair down there. Put me over there as a tad. There we go. So now I'll put that over there. So now I need a logo. And I should actually put approved by BehindMLM, because that would actually be quite funny, because this is Jan Gregory exercise that they did yesterday, which I don't even know. Oh, there he is here. These guys that we were going after yesterday, we call them Dumb and Dumber. But I'm going to grab those two, and I think I might chuck this on this thumbnail. There we go, and there should be an arrow on there. There is, and hopefully we'll be able to we might just put that over here somewhere. What I'm doing here with their logo is I'm putting BehindMLM approved, meaning they've approved to be on their website as scammers. And now we'll go back to the website. Whoops, not that website. Let's go this one here, and we'll see if we can grab a logo. We've got a stupid logo that isn't very big. Where dreams turn into nightmares. Where dreams turn into nightmares. That's what we're going to use as the phrase. So hopefully I can bring that in there. We'll put that up there, and we'll turn into where dreams turn into nightmares. If I got that right, nightmares. Yeah, I think that's about right. So now I'm going to put that there. We're going to give it a nice big font. There we go. Anyway, if you could like and subscribe to the video, it will help us get these videos out. I'm sick to death with all these companies and what they do. But anyway, it's always quite good. I'm trying to find my regular font. The system has not been very helpful to me at the moment. Always when you're live, you try to do things as fast as possible, but I'm probably boring the hell out of people. But let's go to here. We should be a home button here, guys. Where is it? There we go. Home. I usually use the same design each time. So if I go to Boomerang, and I look through here, that's the font I want. Bangers. Can I copy that font? B-A-N-G, bang. So that's what I need to find. Let's see if I can find it here. My list of fonts. B-A-N-G. Bangers. There it is. Boom. And now I'm going to get rid of the sizing problem. That's that. And now I'm going to, make that really big. Where dreams turn into nightmares. And if this company was real legitimate, imagine me doing a video like this and getting sued by them. That's the stupid thing. Profits. So I now need to keep that pink. I need to turn that back to black. Hit that there. We should be able to go back. Black. Nightmares. And I would love to be able to make that a nice shaded color, but I don't think you can. No. But I will make that nightmares. And then what we will do is we'll try to click into that and we'll just have a look at the font so we match. And that's pretty square and blocky, but I don't think we're going to get too much better than that, to be honest. Unless I'm lucky, but I don't think so. Hey, it's just a quick video anyway, isn't it? Right, so what else do we need? We need something else from the website. Launch back office. Maybe we do need they make unsubstantiated claims, don't they? So we've got evaluate your crypto trading. So if we make that into a nice font, let's go back to bang. Let's go to just something simple. Let's go back to effects. Whoops, let's go back to this one and change it back to this. And theoretically, if anyone can read that, which I don't think they'll be able to, I'll enlarge it a wee bit and then put that down to there. Put this up to there. And we'll put it there. And we'll try to fit all this into one place now. Okay, so that's their claim. That evaluate your crypto trading game with our AI trading platform. And maybe we switch this one around to the bottom instead. Put that down there. And we'll go to that there. Put this down here. So thanks for being with me while I do this, but I get lonely sometimes. And I think that needs to be actually either black or white. I'm thinking we're going white. There we go. We'll go white. All right. So now we're going to bring that up a little bit. So that laptop sits on top of there. It's been and be that where dreams turn into whatever. And now we want to try to make that all go on one line. Might be a bit of an ask. It's going to be hard to read, but I don't think anyone's going to read it. But I also think this is 2 lines, and we might be able to squeeze it into one. It will be for the person with the squinty glasses, but let's just leave that and see if we can put this all into one line. Let's go group. Let's take it all the way to the edge. Give it as much as we can. It won't be the prettiest thumbnail, but it will do for today. Where dreams turn into nightmares. Now that's the problem that I'm going to have, is because I still need to put their logo on it. So if we can group these two together, group and go down to there, go, and that there can go back to where it should be. Put that full size, put that full size, and maybe we can do it another way. Maybe we go like this and then go full size this way. Then I don't have to do all that. And I'll just cheat a wee bit here. I love Canva because it's so cool. where dreams turn into nightmares. All right, so let's just go for the basic. Let's go for the scam logo. Let's give it the, is it a scam, or have we got anything else here that's good? Scam. I think I like that one the most, scam, because then we can plaster that all over the place, and put that right in the center of the screen. We can go to bright red, and they're going to say I'm a dream stealer, guys. That's what they're going to say. They're going to say Danny de Hek is a dream stealer. He steals people's dreams of you know, and that there's never if I'm a dream stealer, then so be it. But the problem is that I'm not a dream stealer. I'm an entrepreneur guy who believes that you should stand up for what you believe in. Now, I'm a vigilante. I don't care what you call me if you want, but I am a vigilante, and I'll be out here putting my name behind exposing these scams. So that's what I'm doing. So now I just need their logo, which is TLC Trading. I'm just going to drag that off my screen. I'm going to get rid of that live, the end that. Let's see if I can get that back. Oh, it's not going to be a very good one, but we'll give it a go. We'll get rid of that, and let's drag their logo back into the system. Okay, we have got a good logo. Well, that's great. All right, that's what I was hoping to get. So we will now want to go like that. And I'm actually going to make that logo. I'm going to double it down. I'm going to figure out how to do this, but I somehow want that logo to stay big. Oh, I know how to do it. We'll cheat. We'll go this logo. We'll have that like that. And then we'll tell that to go to the back. Send backwards. That didn't work. I'm not doing very good here. Send that to the back. Layer. Send back. That's right. And now what we'll do is we'll make this one bigger. And then hopefully we'll be able to go like this. Make it just a little bit bigger. We'll be able to get away with what I'm doing. And whoop, that's TL Trading. There's a bit of a cluster. Well, I think you know what I'm trying to say. And I'm going to put that down the bottom here. And we'll just park it there. And we want that to be above. So we're going to right click on that sucker, and we're going to tell it to bring it forward. And now we should have what that there should have. If we go back on that, copy layer. Actually, if I go layers, that's going to help me a lot more. So I need that there to be, is that underneath? Oh no. So I have done what I thought I was going to do. But, and then that can be above as well. So now I need that above me. So I need to put me underneath that there. Now I need the laptop underneath me. And we should be all looking pretty cool, but I haven't got, well, I need that above me. I need that above me, and I need the words. So I think I've got me. Now I need to put that down there a bit more, and I need to put that there. I think we're looking all right. Okay. TLC Trading, and put that there. So it's pretty busy, I know, and now I'm going to kill it totally, make it even bigger. Scam, and I'm going to go back to this so you can read those words, and hopefully I'll be able to get that centered. Boom. Right. So now I need to look at this website and think. They've got a nice sort of background funny color here. I'm wondering if I can actually get that out and see if that actually turns into a, maybe I can do it. Let's have a look. Let's plug that into the website. Right, and let's see if we can right click and make that all the size. So this is off their website. This is the extent you need to go to make lovely looking graphics. Then we send that to the back. Send it to the back. And now we have something that's looking similar. And now we need a pink color background. Let's go pink background. Is it mauve? Pinky mauve? Don't know if you can say pinky. Pinky. Let's have a look. Right, videos. So now we need to find a nice mauvey color. What do we want? Background, a light color. Right. Oh yeah, here we go. So I'm thinking something like this will be quite a nice, if I just make that the background. Yeah, it kind of works, but it does distract a little bit from some of the other colors. So I kind of need to lighten that up a little bit. Oh, there it is. Perfect. That should do it nicely. That should be enough contrasting. Replace background. Okay. So we need to somehow get the color out of this so we can get more punch. So we're going to use shadows for that. Yeah, probably get away with, oops-a daisy. Let's go filter, pop. Yeah, that's probably going to be the best choice. We're going to go up here a little bit on that. We're going to find that background color a little bit. Yeah, so that's a very busy looking thumbnail, but I just press play, and since I've done the play, I've actually created a whole veneer backlog and everything really, so it's been quite good. So I'm just trying to find the nice color for the background, and I think we're going to go for something light like that, and we'll change that back to black, or maybe the purple. I think we might go purple because it's sort of a wishy-washy color. So here we go. That is another where dreams are turned into nightmares. Scam. And now we'll just make sure that we've got everything here as we should. I'm just going to make sure that fits. Put that back. What am I forgetting? That's the Crypto Avenger. Okay, so now we share that file, download that, we find it as a PNG, we make it the right size, good optimization size. There it is. We save the downloading settings and we download. So now what I do is I go off to my video here. Where are we going? Is this where? Now, why is that not doing what it should have done? Oh, hold it. Yeah, so this is all the technical terms for the website that we're doing at the moment. So TLC Trading. Now, it's called AI, isn't it? Have I got that right? So now I need to go back to the website, and they call it, I'm pretty sure they call it, now this is a database that I'll start building up about this company. So I'm coming here, and it is actually officially called TLC Trading AI, and that is correct, isn't it? So let's go back to my video, and I've called it TLC Trading, and then we're going to go back to our picture, and where it says where dreams turn into nightmares. So that's going to be our title, where dreams turn into nightmares. And I'm going to open my favorite program, which is BB Edit, and I'm going to go capitalize all the words, and I'm going to go change. You won't see this, but let's just go uppercase, and now we're going to go uppercase, and let's have a look and see what we got here. So there we go, where dreams turn into nightmares, exclamation mark. And now we'll come down here, and we'll need a thumbnail for today's show, and there it is, where dreams turn into nightmares. So I'll grab that image, show more, that tag. So now I'm going to come back to my description, and I'm going to tell ChatGPT to actually give me some keywords. Now ChatGPT, I just type in chat G2, and I have shortcuts set up. Now I've just asked it to provide me some keywords that will be good, or tags, as you call it. So here's your tags. Then we go to TL. Oops, no, we don't. We go to here, and we scroll down here until we find the area you put tags in. Tags, boom, already done. Live stream, that's not really going to be any good. Compliance with regulators, name and shame, financial ruin, safeguard investments, Danny de Hek, the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. All those things don't need to. But now what we want to do is we want to ask ChatGPT, please give me 5 hashtags for my YouTube description. Please make sure you do include the name of the scam. Okay, so we go to here. Scam alert. AL2 is going, protect your money. It's not really any good. So trading. So if I come back here, I will come down to, and I actually like calling things what they are, tags. And then I'll go TL Trading AI. And then I'm going to go, what was the other name they used to be called? TLC Trading. And then we've got, I've forgotten what they used to call themselves already. Trading bot. Oh, trade it like crazy. So let's just go into that article of Oz's. Oh, and that's the other one that we want. Hashtag, let's support these guys. Please do support BehindMLM. They are having some hard times at the moment, but that's because I got, somebody tried suing me in the New Zealand High Court last year for $3.8 million, and you know, have to defend yourself. We won the case and we got awarded our fees back, well, most of them. But unfortunately, it's just impossible to go up against these guys that have got money. Now, I don't think for a minute these guys have got any money that we're going after. And if they do want to come after us, they'll have to prove that they're not, not scamming, and are legitimate companies. And that's why they very rarely do come after you. The company that went after me had just scammed people out of millions of dollars, so they had lots of money burning a hole in their pocket, which is why they do it. BehindMLM, and I give them a capital B. And here we go. So we've got hashtags. We've got trade it like crazy, and I'll use my own hashtag, which is dehek.com. I'll give myself a capital H, so I look pretty as well. And I think we're pretty set. So now what we've got is we've got a video online. Recording date was today. Stream location, Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. And the other thing we want to do is we want to add some links. So we could actually add introduction, and then we could add summary. Then we could add trade it like crazy, Zoom meeting, right? And then we could have questions and answers. And so now what I'll do is I will, first of all, 00:00:00, and that will make that look good. Here, here, and here. So we're going to get straight into the introduction, straight into the meeting, question, answers, summary. And what we'll call this is thumbnail creation. Okay, so I'm going to go through the meeting after we finish, and I'll timestamp these to make it interesting. What other things were good was Richard was here for a while. So I'm going to actually call that Avenger Chat. Avenger. And if I'm clever enough, I'd have Richard's handle, which is called Crypto Dynamo. Let's see if he's got it. Let's see. I don't think we've got that handle handy, because he's actually got a number, which is actually it's not going to come up, unfortunately. But anyway, Crypto Chat, so 00:00:00, and before we know it, we've got what I call timestamps and chapters. Okay, and then I usually have that separate, and I also usually make those all caps. So if I go to my favorite program, chuck it in there, I tell it to make it all uppercase, and then I go back to my boom, and there we go, and that's how I do that. Now the other one we want to do is we want to add, we're going to add tags. We'll put them back up here, and then we're going to go and add links. So we're going to go links, because people often ask us, where's that address for their website? So the first one we're going to do is obviously we're going to go to their link, and we're going to go to their link in BehindMLM. And there we go. Trading like crazy. Links. And then the next one that people might want to do, and I don't like putting the scammer sites above people that are trying to warn people. So we're going to go to Trade It Like Crazy. And we will put their link to their website in there in case people want to have a nose. And it's called TLC Trading. So we will need to grab that from the top. TLC Trading. And we'll go -TLT, and then we'll put website. And we'll just put a hyphen in there. And then we'll put a link in here. So that should be enough. So if there's anything else, trade it like crazy. There we go. Come join Danny and discuss what we encountered. There's another day in the office, but it's so cool to get a Zoom meeting. And that is the other one that we will do. We will destroy their Zoom meeting. Now, we can do this by Zoom meeting link. Okay, so if you want to join their Zoom meeting, now what you can do is you can report their Zoom meeting for promoting multi-level marketing. So this is what you do here, kids. So let's go to their Zoom meeting, and I have a ton of links, and we've got trading. So now I've got a link to their meeting, and I'm going to join their meeting. And in a few seconds, I'm going to be called Rodney Cohersal. Hersel. That's just a name I made up. Sounds good. And now I'm going to go join. And so now we've got their meeting. And now we come in here and meeting room. And now we will actually find that link, go to Zoom and trade it like crazy. Okay, so I'm going to copy it. So if you want to join the Zoom meeting, you can just follow that link. And they'll have to go get a new link. But if you want to report the meeting, then there's a link. I think I call it Zoom R. Right, now do I have that information all there? Please, yes. So, no, I don't. How do I have resume links? I have to go into, I think report. So what you do is you go into Zoom, you go into, where is my room? I've been done this for so long. Zoom. So reporting Zoom meetings, because Section 8 of their policy tells you that you're actually not allowed to run Zoom meetings. And I've forgotten the link, but I will find it because I think it's quite important. But if you want to do your bit to help us, I've forgotten what it's called. Zoom launch. But I have Zoom links. I think I have it in there. And there's a link that you can use where you can report this meeting for using Zoom against their terms and conditions. And I normally have it written down really easy peasy to find. And for some reason, I've hid it to make it awkward for myself. No one else has put it there. No, I switched it. Ripto, switched it. Like it crazy. No, I switched it. Not quite what you're on about there, mate. Use your words. We'll get there though. Zoom meeting. It's a report. Oh, I wish I could find it easily, but there is a report link, and I'm sort of determined to find it now. I've started this track. Report Zoom. Okay, I'm going to go report. That might help me find it. Reporting Zoom meeting banned. No. Zoom links report. This report. Can't believe I wrote that one down. Report. I had short keys set up, and I'm going to go find my shortcut keys. Okay, this is where we are wasting time, but you guys don't mind waiting, do you? Let's have a look. No, there is a method to my madness. I always say that, but there really is. I go to keyboard. I go to text replacements, and I have Zoom. What's the short? Zoom R. Join, subscribe. Please increase the broadcasting. Okay, let's have a look and see if I can find it here. Now I need to get rid of all this stuff. Please cease broadcasting. Oh, look, I've already got it in the forward. Okay, so what you need to do, I've already done this. Please, please cease the broadcasting of this one immediately from Zoom. So in here, you can find their Zoom number. They'll get banned if you report it. So you want to report it. So please, please report this Zoom account. By visiting blah blah blah. Done. So there you go. So there's the tag for that. Wow, that was an effort and a half. Right. Oh, thank you. Sorry, Susie, you're so good to me. Yeah. Yeah, so there you go. I'm just trying to find the actual simple link to their meeting. Thanks, Susie. And love hearts to go. That is nice. Thank you. Right. And I just want to see what happens if we go to this link here. That's great. And then we're going to join it. Passcode. Incorrect passcode. Ah, I see. So no, you do need that full link. So let's go back and leave that in. Let's go. Yep. Oops. Changes saved. Well, that stuffed that idea up. Just undid everything I just did. Let's just do that one more time. There was a method of my madness. Right click. Copy. Yeah, so you'll need that whole link if you want to go in there because the password's in the link. It's absolutely brilliant, isn't it? Okay, so that's that. Basically, that one done. The other thing I do, I monetize my videos. Now, would you believe I get about $1 if I'm lucky from any video I produce? So my payment today is $1. So if you want to support the channel in any which way or form, you can. Now, what I do sometimes, I have messages, and I have these like banners that come along and sort of say to you guys, hey, well, if you want to chip in $1 here or there, it's really nice. It does go a long way and it does help keep the show going. And I have this banner that goes along the bottom, as you can see. But in the details of this video, if you go to the very bottom, I'll get rid of these ones here. I actually put copy link, paste. And then I also have crypto, and then I have wallet, I think. No, I see, there it is. And they said, treat me. Yeah, so want to treat me to a cup of coffee? Yeah, so there's 2 links on how you can support my show, and anything that you can offer is nice. And then I go save. And now what we'll do is we'll go into Google Analytics. And we think we've got analytics here. Monetization is on. And we're laughing. So we're pretty much set to go. Now I'll go back to my comment section. I'll pop in back into the window here. And if I was doing this as a normal presentation, I would have popped out my window and clicked on a link like this and added this as a background picture. And then I would have been sitting here going here, and you would see in the background here, you have got where dreams turn into nightmares. And that's what's going to happen if you get involved with this company, which is now trading as TLC Trading AI. And it used to be called Trade It Like Crazy. No proof was I given at any time that this is actually doing real arbitrage trading. And it's just smoke and mirrors, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't. The guys behind it are just multi-level marketers. They will sell sand to the Arabs and ice to the Eskimos quite happily all day long, which is no crime in doing. But the fact that they make unsubstantiated claims is something that you should really be looking out for the red flags on. And even if I didn't do anything for the rest of my life, the first thing I'd be looking at with this company here, I would be looking. I always say there's 3 things, and I've forgotten what they are. Would you believe? 3 things. What are the 3 things that I identify them as a scam? Here's the first one. Does it involve crypto? Can you use real money? Can you pay with a credit card? If you buy a package on this website, can you pay with a credit card, or can you put money into a bank account? Because if you can normally claw it back into the real world. But if it involves using crypto to get involved, to me personally, that's the number 1 first red flag. Just to keep it simple, I'm not saying crypto is bad, but I'm saying if you can only invest in this company using crypto, that is a red flag to look out for. Now, all these 3 things together, in my opinion, 100% a scam. Second thing is is does it have multi-level marketing associated with it? Now, I hate multi-level marketing. I would never use it. Well, I wouldn't use it these days because of the stigma and the ethicalness behind it all. The people that are promoting these platforms have had many failed. This guy that was in this meeting just before said that he had started up 50 companies. So I asked him, would it be possible for him to give me a name of one of those companies? And he claimed something like Herbalife. I'm not saying he said Herbalife, but whatever he said, it was one like Herbalife. And I said, did you start Herbalife? And he says, no, I built a team around Herbalife. I said, oh, because when he said that to me, it made it sound like he was the owner of Herbalife. But I don't think it was Herbalife. It was another one similar to that one. So that's the guts. That's what they do. So these guys, so the first flag is if you need to, the only way to invest is using crypto. Simple, right? Second one, I must be tired because I've forgotten already, is if it has a multi-level marketing component to it. Those two things, okay. The third one is really simple. Does it sound too good to be true? If you look at their website, they were claiming that in a monthly basis, people are getting 20 to 80% return. If it was this good, why would these companies be offering it to you? Why would they make you or encourage you to buy a membership or a platform or a license to do so if it was so damn good? Wouldn't they just keep it to themselves, or maybe hire a team of people to work in a building like Mr. Murdoch did? You know what I'm getting at? So they don't. And this is the scam. This is what you need to look out for. It's not whether this arbitrage trading platform is correct or actually doing arbitrage. That's just totally irrelevant. The thing you got to look out for is why. Why are these guys so hell-bent at promoting it? And that's because they're only after the commission money they get when you buy a license. That's how these bottom feeders of the planet survive. And I'll go back into their Zoom meetings and we will literally, keep harassing these guys. There's even like, this is something that Jan Greger was promoting yesterday. And there's Russian links already, which is actually just breathtaking when you look at it. But here I am logging into a meeting, and it's TL Trading Russian Zoom. And then if I want to, I can come along and I can go into Jan Gregory's room. And if I log in here, launch the meeting. So right now, I did this morning, and Jan Gregory's in the Zoom, and he comes to the Zoom and says, "G'day." And I'd love to ask him some questions. Why does he believe TLC Trading is a good investment platform? Waiting for the host to start the meeting. So while we're doing that, let's go to Zoom, and let's go into another one, Lucky Prime. We've got people all around the world right now in these Zoom meetings. So Zoom, I'm sure that Jan Greger will pop in here in a minute. And if he does, we'll say good day to him. But not yet. Let's have a look. What other Zoom can we get ourselves into? We'll open up a few of them. Now, I've been banned in Zoom, would you believe? Even though I'm logging into Zoom now, you're probably wondering how I'm going to do that. If you want to become an Avenger and help us fight these guys, we'll teach you some tricks on how to, get yourself hooked into Zoom. I'll just bring up these names, bring up that. So here I am logging into, there's a meeting. No, it wasn't. Let's say you're there, Jan, you might as well be. What else have we got? I'm just for shits and giggles before we go. It would be rude if I didn't. But let's see if we can get any of these meetings going. Waiting for the host to start the meeting. 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 Big daddy. So, it just goes on and on and on. I mean, I literally spend all day long going into Zoom meetings and trying to hijack these meetings. I've got an awesome bunch of Avengers behind me here. I've just got messages coming in from one now. Let's have a look. Avenger. Share, I will get a refund back. Board, Alan Walker. Share, Bob. That me, was it? Yeah, it was me. Bob, you should have been here, mate. Where were you? I'm just going to ping this through to Bob. Bob's done some amazing work with Hack getting into people's Zoom meetings. It's actually quite breathtaking what he does. But Jan Gregory, where are you hiding? Nope. As soon as these guys go live, we're all over them. That was the problem. Prime time, big T, Indian prime time. So these are all different scams, and we just keep logging into their Zoom meetings, waiting for these guys to go live. Al Green was one that we stumbled into a few months ago. Just saw their name come to mind. They're now fallen over. You've got Crypto 101s. What have we got? Workplace. So now let's have a look. We've got nothing happening here, nothing happening here, nothing happening here, nothing happening here, nothing happening there. What's that one doing? Coffee with Crypto with Big Daddy. Nandy's room. Still continually. Indian prime time. Oh, here's another one. What's this one going to be? I don't even know who that is. Don't care. They're all the same. All the same. Crypto 101. Who else can we get in here? Al Green. Wonder if they've still got a room open. So here's a company that's fallen over and they've still got a room going, which is amazing. There we go. So we don't need that window anymore. So who we got? Vend. Oh my goodness. I'm really for some of the people watching when we look at these names. We've been doing this for 2.5 years, and we literally just go past these Zoom meetings trying to find people who have got them open. I'm a little bit surprised that Jan Gregory hasn't opened. He's kicked me out 3 times of his meeting. He must be wondering how I managed to get back in. Become an Avenger, and I'll tell you some of our stories. By all means, I'm serious here, guys, but go to dehek.com. That is my website. If you've got a story to tell, we'd love to hear it. If you want to come on stage and tell us how you have been brainwashed by multi-level marketing and you would appreciate our help, come on and come to my website, reach out to me, click on the Contact Us button. On my Contact Us button on my website, you'll see we have a form. Tell us your name, your email address. Keep it anonymous if you want. Just use anonymous@gmail.com. Use your phone number, your user handles. We'll communicate with you on Telegram if you want. Just reach out to me on Telegram. It's all over my website. If you go to the top of my website, you'll see my social media at the top there. I'm fully transparent. You can reach me. You can telephone me. I don't hide. And then fill out the name of the Ponzi scheme that you got involved in. Tell us who your sponsor was. That's really useful. And then what we do with that information is we have a database, and it's called Milanote. And in Milanote, we gather information about these scams. So if you looked here, you will see that we have databases, and we literally provide this to government organizations, also reporters. We've had about 20 articles published in the paper in the last 6 months. And they use a lot of the information that we gather on people. So I've got persons of interest and I've got Ponzi schemes. And persons of interest, we go after people. So let's just pick on Jan Gregory. And if I was in here and I search for Jan Gregory, let's have a look. Jan. Here he is, Jan Gregory. So in here, I've got screenshots, which I've got no associates, victims, informants. So I have people providing me information. I keep that information, so here's his backstory, Instagrams, stories, the whole 9 yards, really. And then we go down, I've got enough information on him. I'll grab his phone number. If you have his phone number, give it to me. I'll add it into the database. And then when other people want to go after him, we can. Just yesterday, he was talking about this. I presume it's this. This is the Security Commission who sued, he had to pay a fine of $165,000. Now, he's claiming that it wasn't for securities fraud, but the organization that managed to fine him for $165,000, even though he had an amazing lawyer, was the Alberta Security Commission. Now, I think that's Canada, is it? So the company in Canada has sued him, managed to sue him for $165,000, and he claims that he's not a bad guy and he didn't do anything wrong. How would somebody sue somebody who wasn't a bad guy if he had a hotshot lawyer? I mean, the guy's a nut job. There's no doubt about that. But anyway, my point is, if you have a look at persons of interest in my database, this information has been gathered over the last 2.5 years. And if we just use Sam Lee, which has been charged for serious fraud in connection to a $1.9 billion scam called Hyperverse, we've been going after information. And literally, we have been providing people his home address. Sam's driver was providing us information about where Sam Lee lives. So we know where he lives. Also, if you go into his images, we've been given images over time of all the people he's hanging out. So Brenda Tunga has just admitted that she is guilty as charged. She got charged with serious fraud by America in her connection to the $1.9 billion Ponzi scheme Hyperverse. She had brought in 600, going by what they say, she had brought in $640 million for the Ponzi scheme. We've got Clayton Ford. He brought in $300 million. We've got Keith Williams. Keith Williams come out with a thing saying he's got stage 4 cancer. I thought it was an exit strategy. It was a bloody good exit strategy because he died on the 12th of April 2024. He got buried on the 8th of May. So here they are all together. There's Sam Lee's sister and mother. His mother, there's his child. There's his wife. Well, they're not legally married, but got married in Thailand about 16 months ago. Just coincided around about the same time when he was claiming that he was setting up a blockchain global center in Thailand. But he got married over there. This is his business partner. His business partner's just been in the newspaper in The Guardian. He's now in prison. Sam Lee said a whole lot of lies about him, theoretically, and he's now trapped inside a prison, getting beaten up. Even they said in the article that he's been raped, and they've also threatened to rape his wife. Now, Sam Lee wrote him out a check for about 1.2 million, so I've been told, and it bounced. There's the check. And this is the type of information that we get given to us. This is Khan. Khan is his business in crime, and this guy is these are scammers. Here's photos of them on Sam's wedding, living the dream, and they're just dirty, disgusting scammers. I mean, look at this one here. The guy, what an embarrassment. The guy's just got married. So we have lots of information. So do go to our website. Do provide information anonymously. Do tell your story. Sitting on your hands and doing nothing ain't going to get you anywhere. We're really after something happened to my sound, not yours. Oh, thank God. Thank you. 4 minutes left on no sound catching backwards. 4 minutes left on. Oh, you listen to me flat out. Funny. This is what us YouTubers do. We spend so many hours on YouTube. When we miss out on stuff, we listen to our friends on 2 times. Now, because I'm talking at a faster rate, Richard has put me on 1.75 playback speed, which means I'll be talking quite fast. But if I speed up my sound and talk really fast like this, Richard won't be able to understand what I'm saying, and it'll be quite funny when he gets to this point and wonders why Danny's talking so fast. Or I could talk really slowly for Richard and he would hear me at normal speed. How's that? Bit of a laugh. All right, guys, are you wanting only crypto scams or other MLMs? No, it's a good question, actually. Are you wanting, so we've got a question there. Let's address that. That's a great question. Well, any scam really, because what I do is I normally start off my show and I say to people, this is how I start my show in the morning. Hello, I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. And that's how it works. So what I do that for is because I had a full page spread in the New York Times. And because I'm good with shortcut keys, I just go in New York Times, and before you know it, there's the link to the New York Times article right there. And what we do find easier, like you've got other YouTubers doing ones with the call centers, the telephone scams where they ring up and say that they're going to refund money that you paid on PayPal or Microsoft support, and I'm not going after those guys. They don't really interest me. I'm going after the guys that will come after me if I get it wrong, which is these guys with lots of money. And that's why a lot of those guys don't go after, because defamation is something that they go after you for quite a lot. And a lot of it is you've got to have big balls to follow through with it. So are you wanting only crypto scams or other multi-level marketing? So there is pyramid schemes, and some pyramid schemes aren't illegal. So it's a hard one for me to say, but multi-level marketing, I think that everyone that does multi-level marketing has got a Salesforce team that don't really care about the product. And I don't believe personally it's ethical. So yeah, I'd look at anything. Hey, nice to meet you, August. Really appreciate that. But yeah, I've got if you're new here to the chat room, it's really nice having you here. Now, what you might not know about me is I was brought up in a religious cult, and when I was at the age of 2.5, my mother got into the Jehovah's Witness religion. And to be really blunt, is I had no choice. But when I got to the age of 16, well, when I was 15, I tried to get baptized into the church, and when I was 16, I did get baptized into the church, and then I became a pioneer. The pioneer will spend 60 hours of his month knocking on people's doors, preaching the word of God, and knocking, saying, "Good morning, I'm one of the Jehovah's Witnesses." And people would say, "Oh, I'm not interested." And you would say, "Oh, I can understand." Oh, no, what did I say? If somebody said they wasn't interested in what I was telling them, I'd say, "Is it Jehovah's Witnesses that you're not interested in, or is it religion?" And most people would probably say religion because it's polite rather than pointing at. And then you'd say, "Well, I can understand that because religion is responsible for a lot of the mayhem going on in the world at the moment. Wouldn't you agree?" Now, I don't know if you just played that out. If I was talking to you, you might tell me to F off. That's fine. But at the end of the day, I've just overcome an obstacle. And we used to, on a Thursday night, go to the theocratically ministry school and learn how to overcome obstacles, how to use your voice, how to talk to people. And that was my training. So up to the age of 23, I was basically gaslighted. I used to go to 5 meetings a week. I was told that I wasn't allowed to join sports teams. I wasn't allowed to get a formal education as such. I'm not educated. I left school at the age of 14. I'm very dyslexic. Didn't know that until I got my own business. And when I had a bit of money, I went to a place called Spout, Canterbury, and got tested to see whether I had dyslexia or not. They said that you do. At the age of 23, I found out that I had a reading and writing level of a 9.3-year-old, which I thought was quite good at the time. But then I really struggle with words. And it's not just reading the words, because a lot of people think, oh, you do things backwards. It's actually understanding and comprehending what you're reading. So technology, I've fully embraced myself with technology. And people laugh at me, but if I want to read something, this is how I read it. I'll just have a cup of coffee.
Welcome to the website of Danny de Hek, the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, a nickname bestowed upon me by the New York Times. I am a satirical scam fighter, podcaster, blogger, educator, branding strategist, and a connector of people.
Now, notice there it says, my favorite word ever. This is who I am.
I am a satirical scam fighter.
Now, satirical, I can say it if I've just heard it. Now, if I go to read that, anytime I won't be able to pronounce or remember that word. But if I looked at that word, it looks funny, because if you looked at satirical, which I will bring up because we're just doing this for the shits and the giggles. But let's have a look here. So here I am on my website. It says, I am a satirical. So now I'm starting to forget that word and how to say it, because I had to do it off memory. I am a satirical scam fighter. Now, I wouldn't be able to say that word with confidence. So I really struggle with that. I don't know why I got onto this topic. But anyway, my upbringing was I was in a religious cult. I believed the elders and the ministerial servants that stood on the stage and gaslighted us 5 times a week. I spent 15 hours a week on top of that, knocking on people's doors, trying to convert them to Jehovah. Then all of a sudden, I grew up, I was a young man, I met ladies, and you couldn't have premarital sex. Well, I did. And that meant that I got told off by the elders, and then they had to find out whether I was repentant. So I went into the back room of the hall with 3 elders in the church, and they asked me about how that happened and what happened and how I did it. Was it premeditated? They want to know about the whole sexual experience. Imagine being even a young guy at 23, which a lot of people think that's grown up, and having to have a life where you never talked about sex or sexual experiences or anything with anybody. It's all personal stuff, masturbation. Don't talk about that. And then all of a sudden you have to tell your first sexual encounter to 3 guys in the church, the elders, and they were going to judge me to see whether I was repentant or not. So after doing it twice, they kicked me out of the religion. And then I spent 12 months going to this Kingdom Hall, sitting at the back of the Kingdom Hall, bawling my eyes out. Now I spent 4 months sitting at the back of the Kingdom Hall, bawling my eyes out every meeting, and no one ever come up and asked me about my welfare. Now, my sister, 2 years older than me, died by suicide. When I was 9 years old, my stepfather died by suicide. And here I am, I've just lost my friends, I've lost my religion that I was brought up with, my purpose, And I also lost my business because my business partner was a Jehovah's Witness. And yes, I could have kept working with him. But that means I lost a real big 3 things in my life. At the age of 23, the only option I had was to go back to the religion and sit there in the back of the hall, bawling my eyes out for 4 months. Every time I went to a meeting, I was just so upset. It meant everything to me. No one ever asked about my welfare. I could have died. I could have died by suicide myself, but I didn't. I got reinstated after 4 months. No one in New Zealand history had ever got reinstated before 12 months. But because they looked at me and they saw how upset I was, they must have thought I was repentant. 6 months later, met another lady, didn't I? Got kicked out again. That time, I spent I think I spent 2 years of my life trying to get back into the religion. 2 weeks before I probably could have got back in again, I met another lady. There's a pattern for me here. But my point is, that religion that I got grown up in and that I was part of was my world, my everything. I was in a religious cult. I was focused on doing God's work. I had forfeited my education. I had forfeited my friends, the games that you would play. Like, I would have been part of many sports teams, but I didn't, because I didn't want to be part of the world. Every single person that I met, I thought was going to be destroyed at Armageddon. And only the righteous would inherit God's earth. So if I went to the dairy and got a bowl of milk, I'd be looking at the dairy owner thinking, well, you're not going to be here long, mate, because you don't know about God. I know about God. And I'd go back. Now, in the religion, because it kept the doors shut a lot, you couldn't get in. You couldn't, what am I trying to say is it was such a community that no one else could get in who was wicked or evil or non-believers, because the community was all sitting there chanting you on, and you were part of this community. And a lot of people are Jehovah's Witnesses now because they're part of the congregation. And a lot of people are Jehovah's Witnesses because they believe the biblical side of it and their translation or their version of the King James Bible. You see, so I was protected by the community, and the outside world was bad. So that was my life. Now, when I woke up, like every day of my life, it affects me. I've been through the courts with my mother, who is 80 years of age, because she was trying to get a protection order against me because she was fearful that she didn't have the right to exercise her freedom of religion. That got thrown out of the courts. That was just 12 months ago. And that was because I started being a vigilante against the Jehovah's Witnesses. And I started speaking out. I put a video online about the detrimental effects that shunning has on ex-Jehovah's Witnesses. And that was me, my story. I went through my whole life from A to Z and put it on a video and put it on there. It was a pretty amazing thing. So why do I go after these things? Because they use the same. Why do I go after the multi-level marketers? Why do I go after these build your uplines and downloads? Because they use exactly the same techniques that I was brought up with. I've got a family that's half in it, half out of it. My family doesn't talk to me. My mother's in an old person's home, literally 6 or 7 minutes away. She rang me up the other day and talked to me because she's missing me. She's losing her memory. She's not too bad. But my nephew, who isn't in the religion, takes her phone off her. Isn't that shocking? And so now at the moment, other family members of mine that were in it but drifted away are now taking him through the they call it elderly abuse program. And my brother, who's a staunch Jehovah's Witness, I hadn't seen him for 15, maybe 20 years, bumped into him when we went to visit my mother. They wouldn't let me visit my mother because my nephew said, no, I've got the power of attorney, and we don't want you to visit your mother. So I hadn't seen my mother for, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years. And when I do see her, it's kind of like it all goes haywire and the religion comes back. It's just a funny thing. But that's what religion does. So I've got a scattered family. At the moment, they're trying to get the power of attorney revoked from my nephew and go back to the state because my mother doesn't want him to look after her anymore. But when I had seen my brother for 15 or 20 years, we bonded back as brothers, and we thought, we just wasted all this time because of a stupid religion, a stupid cult, and I've lost the brotherhood. But we had a moment there where we nearly connected. My brother said to me, we should go out for a beer, bro. And I said, love to. He gets home, he thinks about it, he goes, oh, Danny's not a Jehovah's Witness. Oh, well, let's be mean to Danny and let's bribe him And let's say to Danny, well, if you come back to the religion, I'll go out with the beer for you. And I go, oh, for God's sake, stick your beer up your ass. I'm not going to go back to the religion for that. I'm not going to go back to the religion. I don't need fucking religion in my life anymore. I'm over it. Happy with my life. Had a great life. You don't even know what sort of life I've had. Traveled the world, been to 35 countries. You know, I've got a lovely place I live. I've got a great partner. I've got great friends because I've learned how to build friendships and look out for it. I've learned how to stick my neck out for other people. That's what I do. And that's what you should do. People who are trying to get involved in crypto, often trying to build their wealth, and they really are looking after themselves. The multi-level marketers, they are the bottom feeders of the planet. They're the sucker fishes on the bottom of the ocean, sucking up all the shit. And they don't care whether these platforms are true or genuine. They don't care at all. They're just out for themselves. I don't want to hang around people like that. You see people going, oh, why don't we take these multi-level marketers and put them to good? Well, terminate them. That would be good, because I just see people gaslighting people. That's all I see. They're just gaslighting people for their own advantages, and it's disgusting. So that's why I stick out. So in short, I think the answer to the question, it is awful. But, you know, what doesn't break us makes us stronger. But the truth of the matter, I'll go after anybody. If I think it's not right, I'll put my name out there. If I get it wrong, I'll say sorry, you know, and I'll put things right where I can. But be honest, guys, I've been busting these Ponzi schemes and scams for the last 2.5 years. None of them have proven me wrong. You know, I've gone through maybe, I don't know, I've looked at maybe 50 of them. And I've followed some of them for like Hyperverse. I'm still following that. You know, the promises and the claims they make, they never eventuate. Never. Not once. It's just a load of bullshit. So show me a Ponzi scheme or a scam that actually has turned into something, that has done what they said. And then I'll change my spots. But in the meantime, I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or scam. It's quite simple. Hey, Rich, have you sped up yet? Yep, they are looking out for themselves. Yeah, it is. And August, we love having you here. We love new people. So do come back. Let's have a listen. Now this is a long question. If I read that, it'll make myself look like an idiot. So I just select that and hit these buttons.
They are.
Boom.
I've seen it when they manipulated my wife. It was awful. They even told her to divorce me if I don't support her dreams.
Dream stealers. That's incredible, isn't it? That is an amazing comment to put on the chat room, mate. They manipulated your wife and said it was awful. Told her to divorce me if I didn't support her dreams. Wow, that's incredible. That is so gaslighting. That is so cruel to people. And this is what these people fail to, these old guys who are retired, maybe their wives have passed away and they're promoting these multi-level marketing schemes. They are literally got nothing else to live for, but they are destroying families. The Jehovah's Witnesses have destroyed my family. You know, like, it might sound really bad, but when my mum contacted me the other day, we do this thing as ex-Jehovah's Witnesses called reverse grieving. So my mum is literally died. She's buried. She's gone. She's not in my life anymore. And that sounds awful saying that, but that's how I deal with it. So when my mum rang me up the day, it was like getting a phone call from a dead person. And I go, hi, Mum. And I was nice as pie. I didn't record this conversation, but I did normally do record the conversation because I like listening to my mum's tone, her voice, her kindness, because I love my mum. But she rings me up, and it's so nice to hear her voice. It was a bonus. Now, I haven't heard from her since. Now, the only way she could get a phone call in is her sister, who used to be a Jehovah's Witness, who's drifted out of it, managed to find my number. And they put my phone number on my mum's phone and gave my mum's phone to her, and she rang me up and sat there and listened to my phone call. You know, and you know, it's just incredible. But yeah, so that's how I deal with it. But they always use your family to manipulate you. And these people, their comment is just exactly why I do what I do. That, you know, I've been in it when they've manipulate your wife. Imagine that. They told her to divorce me if I didn't support her dreams. You know what they call us? I've even done a video just in the last week. I do about 30 videos a week. And one of the thumbnails was dream stealers. You know, how they fell short. You know, that, you know, I still can't get over that comment. Thank you so much for sharing that, August. That's amazing. It's disgusting. It is disgusting. It truly is. I'm sorry it happened. Yeah. Yeah, and hopefully, well, so hopefully we're a haven. And if you ever want to tell your story, you're more than welcome to pop up in here. We're live at 6 o'clock most mornings, and the other day I did an 11-hour stream. I have actually done a 24-hour marathon once. It didn't save because YouTube only save up to 12 hours, but we did do an 11-hour stream the other day. So we're on here quite a lot. And if you're ever brave enough, or your wife's on here and you want to get on stage and tell us your story, you don't have to turn your camera on. And if you can muffle your voice, you're more than welcome. But we love hearing people's story because that makes it worthwhile. We've got a team of Avengers. Like Susie was here at 6 o'clock in the morning, my time, and it's now 2:30 p.m. on a whatever day it is, Tuesday, and she's here. So yeah, well, thank goodness you didn't divorce. So there is always a good outcome. But what didn't break you made you stronger, and that's really cool. I helped her see what was going on, but took 8 years. Oh my God, mate. We are in marriage counseling now to help reform our marriage. That is just an amazing thing to share, mate. That is truly amazing. 8 years that it took to convince her. You know, there's a really good YouTuber, which, because you've said that comment, I can't help but find this YouTuber because something's gone down with our friend Julie, and I don't know what it is, but we haven't seen her for 2 weeks. Now, Julie used to be a multi-level marketer, and she actually spoke somewhere. And she's a small YouTuber, and I wish that I've reached out to her. She's nice as pie. She keeps telling us that she is going to come in here and say hi to the Avengers. Every time I see her, every time I see her videos, she's having fun. But to give you an idea, this lady used to be a multi-level marketer, and she literally, what did she do? She literally was promoting multi-level marketing for 5 years. She said every single day of her life she produced a video for 3.5 years, and now she is the opposite. She is hating anything to do with multi-level marketing. So here she was. I don't think the sound will play, and I won't play the sound. But she is, I think she was talking, she was in some parliament building. It was part of a 2 MLM cults, I don't know, whistleblower. I don't actually know where she was speaking, but this was, you'll know the building that she was going towards. The music. See that building? So that was where she was heading. But now she's missing in action. I've been there. That's in Washington, D.C. So good on her. But there's a lady who actually has actually changed all her thinking, reprogrammed herself, and now using what she's learned from doing YouTube videos and doing good. And, I'm going to relish the day that we managed to get Julie on here, because I've been watching her videos, and, it really is a labor of love. When you continuously go after these ones. Just turning my camera back on. But I think I've done my rant for today. August, you're absolutely awesome. We're so happy to have you here. Obviously, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified when we go live. We really are trying to, we feel like we're just at the beginning of what we're doing, but we literally are trying to build up a team of Avengers and people. Why does my camera do that for? Every time I turn it off, I have to turn it off, wait for it to go, and then turn it back on, and then I get to see how I'm looking on here. Otherwise, I get a black screen. But yeah, do check out Julie's thing. Did I put that? I did. Let's see what she says. He says, sorry, I don't know. I don't know if you'll love her. She was given a cease and desist because of the coverage she was doing. Your wife was? Well, I think that's what you're saying. Or Julie would have been. No way. Oh, you do know of Julie? She was given a cease and desist because of the coverage she was doing. Oh my God! Only in America would they stop somebody doing that. And she had to. Well, when I was getting sued for $3.8 million by the New Zealand High Court, not by the New Zealand High Court, by a scammer in America, that was amazing, because when I finished up, it cost me $36,000 to defend myself. the judge looked at the documents and said the guy that was trying to sue me should have never done what he did, and he was a scumbag. But they said we spent too much time defending ourselves against a $3.8 million lawsuit. So they awarded me $27,500 worth of the money. And then they asked us whether we knew where his home address was so they could send him the bill. He's never paid it. But fortunately enough, I didn't have to pay $27,000, but I do have to pay $8,600 worth of the legal fees. Long story short. But the point is, how can they drag somebody through the court system who doesn't really have any money and then not know their home address of the person who's an American when they're doing it in the New Zealand court system? And then I get lumbered with the bill, and I'm only trying to do good. And that's what I see with Julie. She's only trying to do good. And you couldn't look at any of her videos and say that she's doing anything wrong. But the fact that a lawyer or a legal system somewhere has actually stopped her, it's just ridiculous. But that is absolutely. I'm just going to read your comments. Can't remember her name. Where are we? Can't remember her name. I have to get that read.
I can't remember the name, but I believe it was one of the MLM she was covering the most. I believe she put a video out about it before she went silent.
Right. Oh, I will check through that. But it would have been the guy that she's always going on
We'll
about.
have to check it out. TA checks for mentioning it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, thanks for checking that out. Oh, that's a shame. But she will, I know Julie well enough, and I've chatted to her, chat room, and I believe what she will do is she will be producing content, and she'll be raring to go as soon as that's lifted. But unfortunately, it does take the wind out of your sails, because I was flying with my YouTube channel, and then I had to sort of hold back. And just for shits and giggles, I'm going to show you my little wee story.
A lot of MLMs are scrambling, sending out C&D. Another anti-MLM got served recently too.
Yep, and I've been served a couple of times. The one I did today about Jane Gregory, they talked about G as partners. Well, I did a video when Kalpesh Patel left Hyperverse and he went into G as partners, and I put a video out that got removed by YouTube. They said they had no choice but to remove it because of the threat of legal action. And then I had that embedded on another platform on my website, and they literally went to somewhere in the Netherlands. They did a lawsuit against my service provider, and they actually didn't take it off, but they got it banned in the Netherlands, which was just amazing. But that was all GS partner stuff. So they got lots of money. There's no doubt about it. And it is hard when you go on about them. But just, when you go to here, this is my playlist. And if you go to Stephen McCullough Hyper Technologies, I had people reach out to me way at the start. And we did a video. I'm just going to run through it real quick. Right. So we had a video, and these people reached out to me who had invested in this company. And the three people in this video, so you've got Mr. Kingsbury, and you've got Cindy Piper, myself, and Anne. All of those three people had invested and lost their money in this Luna One. Anne didn't, but the other two basically turned on me to a certain degree. Cindy actually got offers of money if they would go after me and expose me. So when that happened, it was quite amazing. They managed to pay off people so they would turn on me and start producing, content. And all I was doing was helping them because they had lost their money. All of those people, bar one, the Anne lady, had received payout. They got their money back only because I stuck my neck out. And then they turned on me. And then this is when the court case started up, and they were going to get paid out of the money that they recouped from me. They thought I was a millionaire. This particular guy produced over 100 articles. He paid sponsored fake news articles to write 100 articles about me, which was brilliant because we used that as our evidence for harassment. We come to this one here, and I replied to their lawyers with a 4-hour, 47-minute, actually, how long was it? Yeah, it was 4 hours. Now, how do I remember that? 4 hours, 47 minutes and 19-second video showing that all the things that this guy had actually done. So the first thing he did, he had his own country called the United Allied States. He was sworn in as the president. The people that swore him in were actually family members and people that were shady, crooked backgrounds. He made all these claims about things he was going to do. He was insinuating to people that he was flying around the world in jet aircrafts. His dad owned mines. He was threatening people with gun collections. What else? He had a competition where he was giving away Tesla cyber cars, all the flash motor vehicles. We proved that all those scams are all bogus. Best one is he was called the Dinosaur Hunter, and he raised 30 when he was 20. I think I forget what age he was. 22 years of age. He raised $36,000 or $29,000 to go hunt for live dinosaurs in the Congo. When he got there, he lost all his gear and didn't have his paperwork in order. And then people yelled, scam on that. There was a lady called Cindy Piper. She's finished up publishing a book after the whole ordeal. Her and I are good friends now, would you believe? We had all these other YouTubers complaining that they got ripped off. So we used all their testimonials. We picked out a YouTuber company called the Runway Guys, who rebranded themselves after they spent 3 months promoting this Ponzi scheme and scam. And then the day that they released this coin, and in short, and I won't go on about it, they basically were going to do, they're going to launch their token at 25 cents each on the market. And you could buy the tokens in a pre-sale for 15 cents each. So people were piling their money into this pre-sale, chucking all their money into it, 11,000 people to be exact. And then when it launched, instead of launching at 25 cents a token, they launched it at 5 cents a token. So instantly everyone who thought it was going to launch at 25, who had paid 15, now they launched it at 5 cents each. It was terrible. So these guys who received enough money, I heard, to buy a Lamborghini each in tokens, wherever it was, and doing build-up videos for 3 months solid about everyone should buy into Luna One. This is what they're going to do. The day that happened, they removed all the videos, did a Dear John video, and apologized to everyone, and they were saying they were surprised. So that was part of the evidence trail that I had. And then this guy was claiming that he had trillions of dollars worth of gold, and everything that he was doing was gold backed. It was just absolutely beautiful. So I got a cease and desist letter. I replied with his 4-hour, 47-minute, 19-second long video. And then I showed everything that this guy had been doing. And I gave this to the lawyers with a list of 42 people. It was a 30 at the time, I must admit, but it was 42 now, who had lost over $1 million investing in this company, and then said, well, how are you going to prove this isn't true and genuine? It was absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, long story short, the guy has no longer been seen since the court case, and we haven't seen him doing anything else. It's just absolutely ridiculous. But these guys do have more money than a ball can shit. And he would have, my lawyers said, I know somebody said he probably spent about $100,000 going after me. I spent $36,000 defending myself, and at the end of it, did the system work for me? No, it didn't. I got lumbered with some of the pills. This guy didn't ever pay back the money that I got awarded. And was this his first rodeo? Nah, it wasn't. He's done it before. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. But every single one of them one of them isn't. One of them had put 140,000 pounds into it, and then he was working with me, and then he decided to go to a whistleblower company, and he was going to take them to the cleaners and get a percentage of the money if they recovered it. And then I said I knew the whistleblower company because when I was in the New York Times, they reached out to me. And I had a conversation with the whistleblower. So I asked him the question, was it Mary from Constantine Cannon, I think it was. And he said, do you know her? And I said, yeah, she reached out to me ages ago. Then he accused me of trying to intercept his legal case. And then they looked at the legal case that he had and said, no, it's not for us, and gave it back to him. And he thought that I had pipped him at the post. So then this guy turned on me and said I was a disgusting scammer, and I was trying to steal the reward money for getting the money back from these people, which is total rot. The only thing I did was I was totally transparent with them. So there's a lot of weird people in crypto, and I'm probably one of them. But my point is, these are like roller coasters. When you start following these scammers, I'm playing with fire, going after them. And I would not be surprised if Julie now, even though she's got balls of steel, she will be actually very concerned that they've come after her. She's got a brilliant case, but she's a small person. She's the David, and they are the Goliath. And David's will have to defend himself and come up with a whole lot of information, and it'll destroy her for a while. But I've watched her in action, and I truly believe that she will be able to defend herself. And even if I wrote to her now, she'll be too probably nervous to write back to me, because she might think that I could be one of those idiots that are trying to manipulate her for my own advantage, or I'm working for the other side, because you can never trust anyone in this industry. Hey guys, I'd just like to say, August, you're awesome. Thank you for telling your story. It's actually breathtaking when people come on here and start telling their story, especially in the chat room. But I am done for the day, and I'm going to go see what the dog's barking about. But as I say always, I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. If you've got any story, big story, small story, tell it to us. Come on stage and let us know. And we'll see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. New Zealand time, or maybe later in the afternoon if I get carried away. See you guys. And thank you for sharing your story, August. And come back. You're more than welcome here anytime. Amazing story. Thank you. See yous.